Be prepared. You thought the calm meant it was over. You were wrong. The real storm has only just cracked open beneath your feet. April was never designed to fade out quietly. You were never meant to cross this finish line on autopilot. Because right now, right beneath your feet, a current is opening. A hidden, unspoken finale that was never listed in the plan. This isn't a neat conclusion. It's a wild card portal, a spiritual aftershock no one saw coming. The energy here isn't predictable, and it's definitely not polite. And now it's here, waiting for the ones bold enough to notice. And if lately you've noticed how something about this month just doesn't feel normal, you're not alone. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what's been standing out to you. I'm curious who else is picking up on this shift. And if random signs, numbers, or words keep jumping out at you, keep watching. There's one specific reason this is happening. And once you understand it, you won't be able to unsee it. But that's not the only reason to stay. Because what you haven't been told about these next 2 days, it's the part that makes or breaks your entire year. The most powerful days are always the ones no one's paying attention to. Look at any calendar, any astrology book, any spiritual forecast. You won't find April 29th or 30th circled in red. No great prophet named them. No ritual calls for them. And yet, they're the days reality chooses to whisper instead of shout. That's exactly why they matter. These are the camouflage days, the overlooked hours where energy moves like smoke, slipping through the cracks, entering when nobody's watching. Right now, you're walking through a 48-hour gateway that doesn't scream. It hums, quiet, eerie, and loaded with codes most people miss. And the people who are tuned in, they're reporting weird physical spikes, flashes of hunger, dizziness, even something like spiritual vertigo. It's not random. It's the energy crossing through the veil and brushing up against your nervous system. You won't see this portal written down. You'll only feel it if you dare to stay awake for it. Because what happens in these final hours of April, it doesn't just change May, it sets a trapdoor underneath your year. And just when you think you've seen it all, that's when the strangest thing of all begins. The universe doesn't knock when it gifts you something, it just leaves the door open and waits to see if you walk through. There's a rare energy hidden inside this final April portal, one that doesn't just shift your mood, but your mornings. Don't be surprised if, completely out of nowhere, you wake up tomorrow or the day after with an almost magnetic pull to move, to create, to do. This isn't your usual burst of motivation. This is that miracle morning feeling, a kind of golden, electric clarity. You'll know it when it hits, eyes snap open, and something inside says, go. The ideas come faster than you can write them. The energy feels older than you, but somehow completely yours. It's like your soul remembers what you came here to do, and it gives you a brief window to act on it. No, it won't last forever. And no, it won't happen every day. But these next few days, one of them, maybe two, will carry that charge. And if you catch it, even for an hour, it could realign your entire rhythm. This is one of those rare energetic moments where time bends just enough to let you skip the burnout. It's subtle, and most people will sleep through it. But those who feel it, they'll ride a wave that's been building in silence all month. So if you suddenly feel called to start something early, to write, build, move, shift, reach out, or even just breathe differently, trust it. These miracle mornings don't come often, but when they do, it's not random. It's invitation. Sometimes the most important moment of your month is the one you almost hit the snooze button on. The absence of noise is not the absence of meaning, it's the invitation to hear what's normally hidden. April 2025 was quiet. No roaring eclipses tearing open timelines. No brutal retrogrades sending your emotions into spirals. No big bang. Just stillness, muted skies, subtle air. Like the universe pulled back its hands and whispered, "Wait." And at first, it might have felt like nothing changed, nothing broke, nothing arrived. But what if that nothing was the exact message? What if this month wasn't passive? It was holding its breath. Not empty, but loaded, just beneath the surface. Because not every energetic shift comes with fireworks. Some of them creep in sideways, like fog under a door, waiting for you to stop, notice, and listen. It's easy to expect spiritual growth to look like chaos or intensity or breakdowns. But maybe this time, it looked like a waiting room, a hush, a delay. The kind of stillness that only exists when something sacred is about to move. April didn't scream because it didn't need to. It disguised its transition. It whispered its shift. And now, here at the final threshold, the silence is starting to break. And not everyone is going to hear it. But you're watching. You're listening. And that might be the only reason the message even made it through. The universe didn't go quiet on you, it went quiet for you, so you could finally hear what comes next. Not every door that opens is meant to be sprinted through. Some were built for you to stand in and see differently. Right now, there's a strange pressure in the air, like time is shrinking, like you're behind on something you can't quite name. Like everyone's already halfway to somewhere and you're still standing in the hallway. That's the illusion. That's the slingshot. Because this final portal in April isn't about speed, it's about tension. The kind of inner stretch that feels like you're being pulled in 5 directions at once, but it's not asking you to act. It's loading you. Energetically, this moment is a coiled spring, and the mistake, the trap, is thinking you need to release it right now. You don't. Not yet. Those who rush right now will feel powerful for a second. But May isn't built for momentum that starts from panic. It's built for those who waited for the right click. The real ignition comes after this pressure passes, not during it. So if your heart is racing, if you feel like something has to happen now, or you'll miss your moment, stop. That's the test. That's the lie. Because what's meant to be yours in May is still aligning. You're not late, you're right on the edge. Some moments feel like failure. Only because they're not meant to be a beginning, they're the build-up before liftoff. So rest. Don't move because of the pressure. Move because of precision. And when May opens its gates, you'll walk through with the kind of clarity the rushed ones will wish they had. The signs don't mean something's wrong, they mean something's waiting. Remember when I said those random signs, numbers, or words jumping out at you weren't a coincidence? This is why. You're going to start noticing things, weird things, numbers repeating at just the right time, snippets of conversations that feel like they were meant for you, random objects, symbols, names, all lighting up like someone highlit them with a cosmic marker. But here's what matters. These signs aren't warnings. They're not haunting you with unfinished lessons or testing your past. That's not what this portal is about. They're trail markers. The universe is placing little beacons across your path right now, pointing you toward hidden chances, ideas, and people you almost missed. Opportunities that your logical mind dismissed weeks ago, but that your soul knows are relevant. This isn't caution, it's activation. So if something random makes you stop, if something you normally ignore feels magnetic, don't panic. And don't overanalyze. Follow it lightly. Stay curious, not cautious. Because curiosity is what lets the blessings land. Signs are the breadcrumbs of alignment, not tests to decode, but invitations to follow. This portal is using subtlety as strategy. You won't get a burning bush moment. You'll get small, brilliant flickers. And if you follow just one, it could rewrite the next chapter of your year. Some tests don't come with pressure. They come with silence, and that's what makes them harder. These last 2 days of April might seem uneventful, slow, maybe even disappointing if you were expecting some massive breakthrough or explosion of clarity. But that's the test. This portal isn't checking how strong you are when the skies are falling. It's watching how you treat a moment that feels like nothing. This is the test that hides in plain sight. One you can't prepare for, one you can't rehearse. And the only question it's asking is, how do you behave when nothing is asking you to perform? Do you spiral when things slow down? Do you numb out when things feel boring? Do you rush into noise just to avoid stillness? Because this is the final filter before May begins. And it's not about action, it's about reaction. What the universe is watching right now is subtle. It's not grading you on what you do, but how you hold yourself when the wind dies down, and there's no obvious sign pointing the way. The final lesson of April is hidden in your smallest reactions, not your biggest decisions. Not every mood is yours, but right now, they'll cling to you like they are. There's something strange in the air during this portal. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but if you're even slightly sensitive, you've already felt it. Energy is thick, and it's sticking to people like never before. This isn't just about vibes, it's about absorption. These last days of April act like spiritual Velcro. You brush up against someone else's stress, and suddenly you're carrying it. Even your own passing thoughts, if they're sharp, if they're low, start circling back like echoes that don't fade. And the trickiest part? It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels subtle, which makes it even more powerful. You don't notice it until your mood is tangled in something that was never yours to begin with. It's like the air is laced with invisible ink, and every interaction, every environment, every emotion is writing something into your field, whether you're reading it or not. But this isn't just a warning, because this magnetic pull works both ways. This portal is amplifying the small, quiet inputs, not the loud, obvious ones. That passing smile from a stranger, the sudden memory that makes you grin for no reason, the song that plays at the perfect moment, those things aren't small right now. They're anchors, they're activations. And the people around you? You might notice certain ones feeling heavier, or others somehow glowing for no reason. That's the Velcro too. This energy clings to your body, your mood, your orbit, and then it broadcasts. What you absorb now, you're going to start transmitting, unconsciously, repeatedly. During portal days like these, your energy field is not just a sponge, it's a speaker. So move through the world with intention, not fear, intention. The universe isn't testing your boundaries to punish you. It's reminding you that you're not passive in your own story. You get to decide what coats you, what lingers, what travels forward into May. Endings aren't endings. Sometimes they're quiet beginnings wearing a mask. Here we are, the final edge of April, a month that barely made a sound. No fireworks, no loud shifts. But what if the silence was the real event? Not all portals demand attention. Some slip into place like a quiet key turning in a hidden lock. This final portal didn't roar to announce itself. It waited to see who was still paying attention. Because April wasn't about conclusions. It was about building a new rhythm inside you, peace, by invisible peace. A rhythm your mind couldn't track, but your instincts could. If you've been feeling unexpected nudges, shifting emotions, flashes of direction you can't explain, you're not lost. You're sinking with a future that hasn't introduced itself yet. Some doors don't open with noise. They open with presence, and April was that door. And the truth? You're exactly where you need to be. Not behind, not too late, perfectly positioned, right at the still point before acceleration. The current is about to return. Momentum will surge, but it won't sweep you away. It will lift you, because you stayed steady through the invisible. The shift was quiet, but what's coming will be undeniable. Stay open, because May isn't just a new month. It's a new stage, and you're about to step onto it fully equipped. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.